Hi there, I'm Nayanatara reporting from New Delhi. This is where I live. And now, if I want, with 24-hour notice, I can have pethas from Agra, Hyderabadi Biryani from Hyderabad, pyaz ki kachori from Jaipur, which is so famous, and many other such famous dishes. It's called Intercity Legends that has been launched by Zomato. You have to order it 24 hours in advance. How does it work? How has it worked with customers as well? It was launched around 15th of August. I'm going to be discussing that and more while eating biryani from Hyderabad with the person who's in charge of this product at Zomato, Siddharth, Jhawar, who's now with us right here on the channel. Thank you so much.
Welcome to Zomato, Nayanatara. Thanks.
You're, of course, in charge of this product, Intercity Legends. Launched 15th August. What's the response been like?
You know, when we launched
And
it,
I should just point out, he's going to be eating a plate full of sweets.
I have sandesh from Calcutta and meethe miya double ka meetha and Mysore pak from Chennai and halwa from Hyderabad, so you can see I'm excited about this. The response from customers has been amazing, Nayanatara. What we did was, let's open this very scientifically and systematically to a small group of customers within small parts of Delhi and NCR, because we wanted to make sure that the customer experience was delightful. This is a phenomenal product for people who love food, and we at Zomato believe that the love for food knows no boundaries. So if someone loves food and sitting in Gurgaon wants to have food from Calcutta or Hyderabad or Bangalore, they should have it. So we launched it to a small group of customers. The kind of repeat rates we see, the customer experience, NPS, all of those metrics are extremely encouraging, and we are gradually scaling this up.
So you have tied up with restaurants, certain restaurants.
Yeah.
But tell me something, and that's going to be one of the first questions you have been asked. How safe is it? You have to place your order 24 hours in advance. So if I'm going to have biryani from Hyderabad or kachori from Jaipur or pethas from Agra, okay, which will pack better, how fresh is it?
Yeah.
How hygienic is it?
Yeah.
Many times you're talking about non-vegetarian items as well.
Yeah. So look, there are two types of food items. There is a petha or a kachori or a peda, which we know survives quite well, and there is less concern there. But for a biryani or a kebab or a chole, we actually, for 2 months, conducted extensive customer trials, lab tests. Does the flavor of the food remain fine? The texture, the aroma.
The biryani tastes pretty good, I got to say.
I am glad to hear that.
Yeah.
I order this biryani every weekend.
Yeah?
I either get my biryani from Bangalore or Hyderabad for the last weekends now, because I absolutely love the taste. So we were so convinced by both there not being a safety issue and there not being an issue with the taste. We found that the taste was almost as good, if not exactly the same, as you would have it, sitting in Bangalore.
How would you pack this biryani?
What we would do is we give restaurants very good quality packaging. It seals itself. We use recyclable plastic, reusable material. It seals, and once there is a seal, no one can open it, doesn't get tampered. We then put it inside an innovative technology that we've researched, which was actually used for moving COVID vaccines. So the quality of what we are doing and the reliability, because this is food, you cannot mess up food just like you can't mess up a COVID vaccine. So the food stays cold, and once the food starts cooling down, it's within a 5 to 10 degree temperature range, it's safe. And we keep it at that range and deliver it to customer cold, and the customer can heat it up just like you would heat up food from a refrigerator.
But all this is well and good, but this is like, what if the flight on which the food is supposed to come is delayed? Things do happen. The food can get bad.
Yeah.
There's no one who's checking that before delivering it to the customer, right?
So we've designed it such that even if a flight gets delayed for 2, 3, 4 hours, then there's nothing happening to the food. As long as the food is inside our mobile refrigerators, it's safe. The flight could get delayed, so the order could get delayed by a couple of hours, sure. But the food remains safe as long as it's inside our quality packaging.
So then what happens? You've got a Zomato team that goes to the airport? Like, how does it work?
We have vendors, we have third parties who go to the airport, collect it from there, and then, of course, using bunch of last mile delivery channels, we deliver to customers.
India loves biryani.
Yes.
Now, whether it is Zomato, Swiggy, every year we get a reminder of that.
This is about biryani, not about Zomato.
Yeah. What I wanted to know was that in Intercity Legends, what has been the biggest bestseller? Is it again biryani?
In terms of the cuisine types, sweets are the biggest bestsellers. Because look, this is a new category, and it's new behavior creation. People don't mind eating sweets.
You're not eating your sweets, though.
Oh my God, I really have to eat them. You're asking me a lot of questions. This is Mysore Pak, right, flown down from Chennai. I love this one. There's also Mysore Pak from Bangalore. I like the Chennai one much more.
Yeah. So is part of your job to go around India, find restaurants?
No, we order it from Zomato, but I'm serious. We actually do keep ordering food from different parts of India to actually test, does it taste great? Is the packaging by the restaurant spot on? how would a customer react to it when they see it? And only once we are convinced that a dish clears so many of our criteria do we take it live.
She said sweets are the number one.
Sweets are what sell the most. Within the sweets, I must point out, there is this particular product called baked Rasgullas. They are a delight.
Baked Rasgullas. How can Rasgullas be baked?
You have to try it.
Like Rasgullas, like.
This is when Bengali, French, and British cuisines have merged together.
Yeah, I was thinking.
And you know, the rasgulla is baked and there's like a rubbery on it. You have to have
This
it.
is from Kolkata.
This is from Kolkata. It's a #1 selling product.
What's the number one?
We've actually observed behavior that when a customer places the first order for baked rasgulla, they're very highly likely to place another order in Intercity Legends. It's that good.
Can I be horrible and ask you, because you know, I've never had a baked rasgulla. Is it mostly Bengalis that are, or are you seeing experimentation?
We're seeing experimentation. You know, I tried baked rasgulla. My mother-in-law made me try it in Calcutta, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I got it from my friends here. Everyone loved it. Whoever would go to Calcutta, we would say, you absolutely have to get the baked rasgullas because you cannot get anything closer to that in Delhi. And that's what we observed. Yes, it's a Bengali dish, but you know, some things just travel universally. And people from Delhi are absolutely lapping up on the baked rasgullas.
So number one is sweets, and in that it's baked rasgullas.
Yes.
What's number two?
Number 2 is biryanis. And we have biryanis.
Chicken biryani or?
I would say a mix. I mean, with Hyderabad, there's a little more mutton biryani. With Bangalore, there's a little more chicken biryani. So, look, the diversity of food which exists in India, North Indian biryani is different from South Indian biryani. Even within South India, Hyderabadi Biryani is different from Bangalorean biryani. And I did not know the difference between all of them because I couldn't travel to all the cities and taste them. Now you can.
Yeah.
Now you can know that the Lucknowi biryani actually, you know, Nawab Wajid Ali Khan in 1856 moved from Lucknow, took his khansamas, went to Calcutta, added a potato to it, and that's Calcuttan biryani. There's just phenomenal, rich history behind all of these.
And what is the difference between Hyderabadi and Lucknowi?
Hyderabadi is much stronger in flavor. Lucknow is much more subtle.
And it's not palau. Veg biryani is not palau.
I will keep my words to myself.
What do you have in veg biryani or veg palau? What do you have?
I would have non-veg biryani.
Yeah. And what is number 3?
Number 3 is, well, 2 types of items closely tied up to each other. One is the kachoris. The Pyaz kachoris from Jaipur sell very well. The UP khasta kachori sells well. Again, that's a slightly different product. And almost comparable to it is the very famous tunde kebabs from Lucknow. So it's kebabs. So it's essentially starters kind of items is what we're seeing also do well.
Now, this cannot possibly be at the MRP of the restaurant. So is Zomato already charging a premium for it?
Yes, we do charge handling charges because, you know, there are a bunch of costs involved. This flies down, food literally flies down on next day, so you know, it's expensive. The kind of cooling we use, it's very high technology. It's not from within India. We got it from the best in the world. It's expensive. Even the kind of packaging we use, the boxes, the bags, we do not want to cut any corners on delighting the customer. But at the same time, because
And safety.
Absolutely, you know, safety, customer delight, and operation excellence, all of these are very important to us. But at the same time, because of the kind of scale we operate at, our prices are actually pretty good. Like if you get a biryani, you know, 700 grams of biryani for 600 rupees, or 8 kebabs for 600 rupees, it's not bad at all. We believe
But
we
how
solve
much
for
would the
prices.
6 kebabs be if you were to have it in Lucknow?
Well,
Because this is primarily street food, right?
Well, no, some of them are street food, but a lot of them are just food from restaurants. Yes, there is a premium which changes for each dish. And yes, it will be more expensive than what you have it within Lucknow or Bangalore. But that's not an apples to apples comparison because you are not going to Hyderabad to have that. So given the cost which might involve otherwise, we believe we thought at the beginning this will be very expensive. This will be luxury. But over time, when our costs got rationalized because of the kind of scale we believe we will operate at, we believe this is
Can
not
you share
even...
numbers with us? How many orders have been placed?
Not yet. We'll tell you in a bit.
Why?
Look,
Because is it below target or?
it's actually all of our numbers have exceeded target because we opened it to a small group of customers. The numbers we are tracking were repeat rates, customer feedback, ratings. All of those numbers have beaten our targets.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because of that, and another data point which will convince you, we thought we'll keep experimenting within Delhi and have a lot of conviction, and before until that, not go beyond that. The kind of response we got, we're actually live to a small user base in Bangalore.
That's the second.
That's the second city. So we're expanding much faster than what we thought we'd do earlier because there is a lot of customer love and delight which we're getting.
For the festive season, Diwali, what's the plan then?
The plan for festive season is we will be live in a couple more cities by that time. We are already adding more cities from where we are getting supply. Like for example, Ahmedabad is just about to be added. We will also be curating some party packs because we know that celebrations are a massive use case. People have guests over, they want to delight them with something extraordinary, like biryani from Gurgaon or sweets from Delhi. It's okay, it's all right. Why don't I delight my guests with sweets from Chennai and Bhubaneswar and Agra and Calcutta? So we are curating special packages. Even within our app, you'll see different ways to discover those products because we know parties will be a massive use case. First we solve for Diwali and then we repeat the same thing for New Year's.
And this will, of course, help unit economics for the traditional core business in food delivery because this is got a markup.
This is smaller. This is a new thing. It's
We're
smaller.
going to mark up,
I mean, apples and oranges.
Apples and oranges. Train well. Not going to give anything away. I can make that out. Okay. So this is not gimmicky because I think when it was first talked about, when we said there would be food in 10 minutes, it's going to be gimmicky. Then it was Intercity Legends and was said it's just a gimmick. This is not a gimmick.
Look, we've designed this very scientifically. On day one, we said we'll be optimistic, but we don't exactly know what's the market size like because this does not exist anywhere in the world at scale. We built a very stripped down version of the product, no app, no nothing, just make people try the food. Then we built an app on top of that and tried it out with Zomato employees and said, do you guys... With Zomans. Thank you for saying that. And we asked them, do you like the quality of the food and would you pay for it? But you don't just ask them that, you make them pay for it. When Zoman started paying for it, that's some more comfort. Then we opened up to a very small number of customers and saw what their reactions are. So as soon as we keep getting these market signals, we double down and we scale. So gimmicky or not, I would just say as soon as you find product market fit, you keep scaling. That's how we think as a tech company.
And I know I asked you this and you talk about party packs, but as we approach Diwali, I'm guessing you would also have plans of onboarding more mithais, more festive sweets.
Well, I think with mithai, I would not focus on more number of people. We rather have, we have conviction that we have most of the best of restaurants. And we know that it's the best of the restaurants and the best product that actually are the key drivers. So we want to get the user experience right on Diwali instead of having more and more supply, which...
Because you'll anyway have pressure on Diwali.
Of course, Diwali is not an easy day for any online ordering company. And so we want to get the user experience spot on. And
when you order Intercity Legends as well, do you use commercial flights? Are you using cargo flights?
Yes, we use commercial flights. Through third parties, we have a tie-up with a lot of regular commercial airlines.
I asked you this also for safety reasons. And what's been the track record so far for delivering on time for Intercity?
Last week, 98% of our orders were delivered in time.
It's pretty good, 98%. Launch on 15th of August. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Intercity Legends for you. Now you know how it works, and let's see what else is introduced. Party packs is going to be the next big thing.
Place an order.